Woman is accused of drugging and robbing 4 men. 3 of them died.
It's the latest in a string of robbery and drugging pattern cases in Manhattan. Alice Gaynor was in the courtroom for her arraignment and has details.
38-year-old Tabitha Bundrick, seen here in an undated photo from a prison pen pal website, pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of murder and also robbery, burglary, and assault. According to the indictment, in February 2024 in Upper Manhattan, Bundrick allegedly followed 34-year-old Abraham Fernandez to his West 144th Street apartment, spoke with him outside, then went upstairs and provided him fentanyl-laced drugs. He died. In September 2023 in Washington Heights, she allegedly met 39-year-old Miguel Naves and went back to his apartment on West 158th Street, where she provided fentanyl-laced drugs as well. He also died. And in April 2023 in Washington Heights, authorities say Bundrick approached 2 men in the street under the guise of selling them soap. She allegedly offered to have sex in exchange for money and led them to an empty apartment on West 159th Street she broke into. Prosecutors say she offered the men what she claimed was cocaine, but was really fentanyl. The next morning, one of the men woke up with no recollection, personal items missing, and found his friend, Mario Polon, dead beside him. In all incidents, it's alleged
she robbed them of personal belongings, including their phones, money, and sneakers. This type of alleged callous behavior will not be tolerated in Manhattan.
Bundrick was sentenced to 13 years in prison after taking a plea deal on federal charges. Palin's devastated family told us in Spanish that's not enough, and they're hoping for more if she's convicted on state charges. Bundrick's defense attorney told the judge she is not the cold-hearted, calculated individual people think she is, and that she has mental health issues. The Manhattan DA's office is asking anyone to come forward who thinks they, too, may have been a victim of this. Outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan, Alice Gaynor, CBS News, New York.
To be honest, it's not just a pattern out in New York. I'm starting to see even bigger pattern. What is this? The eighth woman who got nabbed robbing men of their valuables, and the 4th woman who caused not 1, not 2, but 3 deaths. Yeah, this is indeed a pattern. But yeah, we got 30-year-old Tabitha. I'm not even going to pronounce the last name on that one. Y'all already heard the name already. But she is accused of drugging and robbing men of their valuables and possessions, 3 of which ended up dying because of this. And she only got a 13-year sentence after a plea deal. I swear to God, if the roles were reversed and it was a man doing this to women, he'd be put under the jail for life. Now I understand completely why everybody's saying that these women who will go even as far as to commit murder are getting slaps on the wrist. Meanwhile, if it was a man that did this shit to women, he's dying in jail. Either these women taking these men to these hotels to get robbed, or setting them up to get robbed, or in Tabitha's case, drugging men to get robbed like she's the next Cardi B. And which ain't it funny? Cardi B also drugged and robbed men, and she gets no trial, no prison time, no nothing. I guess she's the one who's emboldening these women, thinking that, if Cardi B could do it, I could do it too. And this is why some cycles will not get broken. Because now you got women out here now you got women like her out here doing this same shit too. Oh, let me drug and rob these men of their possessions. Rob them of their phones, their sneakers, their money, anything of possession. Not even with no regard for their lives whatsoever. As long as she gets what she wants. But fellas, these retarded folks think that we're wrong because we're bringing this shit to light, in which it should be brought to light. This shit has to stop. Period. And what's more, you got a lot of women out here that's pulling these stunts here, that's doing this shit right here, and they think this shit is okay. And all I could say for these fellas out here is, and Uncle JD can't stress this shit enough, be careful who you interact with, because you don't know what they're capable of. One minute you're out for a good time, next minute, either you're locked up, you're hospitalized, or you're dead. Or robbed. All the above. And yeah, women like Tabitha here, they're getting more conniving. They're getting more conniving by the year. Especially if these women out here are so goddamn desperate. They need the money. Now, I believe one person told me one of the key signs of these type of women that will set men up to get robbed. Look how desperate they come on to you. and if you're ugly as fuck like me, if a woman comes on to you so quick and easy, that's a red flag. Especially if you have past dealings with women. Women don't want to bother you, that type of shit. But then you see this woman coming on to you quick, fast, in a hurry. And oftentimes they try to conceal the shit, but they they try to conceal the shit, but they can't keep it hidden. However, most of these dudes are blue pill as fuck. They don't pay attention to these warning signs. And that's how they get easily caught up. But fellas, be careful out here. Because if they got women like Tabitha out here drugging men without a second thought that their life may be in danger, or you got women taking you to hotel rooms to get robbed at gunpoint, and all this other retarded fuck shit, that right there should be an eye opener. You thinking you're going to have a good time? Next thing you know, either you're in the hospital or you're 6 feet under. And Uncle JD cannot stress this shit enough. But I said what I had to say. I'm done, and I'm out this bitch. Later.